It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Colts' rangy cornerback. He's one of the last guys you want to target.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now Richardson. And this is incomplete. The Colts add 8-3 now. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here Richardson yet again. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run straight ahead with Ware. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Now it's Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that last throw, not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. That one finds Pierce right side. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of account.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go.
Douglas, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts offense and Adonai Mitchell headed onto the field. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And this one's incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Go, Shaq. Go, Shaq. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's complete to Pierce. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Warner. He finds Taylor, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Now Warner. Down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Adonai Mitchell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Warner. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And Stroud now to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Throwing now is Stroud. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Warner. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
York able to send this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. A final shot before break. Warner. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. So we can halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. Warner to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Warner. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Alrighty.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Here's Stroud.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
In motion right, that's Dell. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Robbie.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Scarborough. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Man in motion left, that's Collins. Stroud looking to throw. Got his man, Dell.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Stroud.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
York able to send this one through.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Take it at the 37.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
2 yards to go, second down.
In motion, the tight end. On the handoff, it's Ware.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Looking to throw. Warner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion goes the tight end. A give to Ware.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Back to throw. Warner.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Warner. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They will run with Ware. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Stroud.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run with Ware. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
2nd and 6.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one.
All right, now.